fun time of the year here in winter. The deck is pure ice, which means the insulation's working, so that's a good thing. But yeah, it makes it slippery and a little dangerous to move around the outside of the boat. It's also going to be a bugger to paint, one of the challenges of being here in Belgium. Here we are, it's 2025 and we are back aboard Delfine. There's been a little bit of progress this week. Actually, quite a few things have been coming along. We've been working on our website. We've been working on, a whole range of different things, contacting people about heaters. It is currently 4 degrees here in the wheelhouse, which I am not unhappy about. This thing is not insulated. You can see that's just wood there. This thing is not insulated at all. And it's -1 or -2 outside at the moment, so I will take that once we start running the heaters and we put the curtain down. Down here will be toasty. What else is happening? Well, this is more or less as we left it when we went away before Christmas. Everything is cleaned up. We are still fighting some leaks from here. Combination, maybe small gaps under the insulating tape. Not quite sure what's going on. Perhaps not as level as it could be, that hatch, after a lot of sanding. Just small amounts of water are coming in. I think it's mostly air and then condensation. The warmer air in here is freezing and condensing, and the little strips of ice then melt and drip down. Still, something needs to happen there. We've made a lot of progress on the hatch that's going to go in here. So this will be a new set of stairs that go in up there. The first step in that project is to cut a hole in the ceiling and get the hatch in and then waterproofed. Working with a carpenter called Simon to do that, going well, and we'll be kicking that project off next week. Well, we've kind of kicked it off now, but we'll actually start demolishing things. Nothing's happened in here. Karina has been very busy. All of the, let's turn a light on here somewhere. All of the strips for the old carpet along the side, everywhere throughout the whole boat, all removed now. In here, we have converted this bit of a storage space for things we're not using. Peter from the shipyards kindly lent us these steel tins, old paint tins, which we're using to cart rubbish out to a skip on the shore. And I have been, as you'll see, demolishing the bathroom. That's gone fairly well. Now got all the tiles off for the most part. Still have this section here. These ones, for some reason, are a real bugger. I think this checkered pattern is an old tile that was there before. It was taken off. They've skimmed cement over it and popped them down. They're really firmly fastened. You can kind of see here something similar. These ones with that pattern were really stuck. The other ones around the edge came off really easily, but you can see where, kind of really had to hack into those to get them out. But this is now ready pretty much for the builders to come and do their bit. I'm still waiting on confirmation about this. I think I have to remove these frames. That won't take very long with a crowbar. So yeah, Delfine is coming along nicely. The solar panels have been behaving. Sorry, not the solar panels, the new batteries and the new charge controller, and that whole system has been behaving. We did get a shutdown while we were away, and it turns out, well, you'll see that. I'll have some photos and I'll show you that in a sec anyway. Basically, the cable got caught between the boat and the shore, and it got severed. So that's what happened there. Other than that, all tickety-boo. Welcome back aboard Delfine. We are excited about our 2025 and sharing our progress with you. Ooh, I'm not sure if that's the recommended way, but it turns out a sledgehammer and quite a bit of physical effort. It's, like I say, it's about 4 degrees in here at the moment, and I am sweating. But we've got most of it off. Sweep that up, tidy it, chip off the edges, and that will be the bathroom done. So I got the sledgehammer in here on this floor, and what I've discovered is, I guess what I'd assumed was that there was a board, like a cement board or something underneath there, maybe a waterproof membrane, and then a couple of layers of old tiling on top. But in fact, actually, they've done this in a very, pretty much a standard housing way from what I understand, which is they've actually floated an entire concrete floor in here. So this is all concrete underneath. Now what I need to do is, it goes fairly deep. I'm not trying to take it out, it's just coming out around the edges as I rip the tiles out. What I need to do is speak with the builders and find just how aggressively they want me to. I mean, I've got the time, I can spend it with the sledgehammer and I can remove all the concrete. It'll be a bit of work, but if that helps them, then, you know, we're big on time and short on money for this project, so that's not a terrible thing. If they just want to float a floor back over the top of it and then re-tile it, well, we're actually not putting tiles in it. If they want to refloat a floor, I guess that works too. So off to the builders, find out what the correct steps from here are. I call this one Project Warm Toes. It's a minor thing, but, whoops. It's a minor thing, but, let's do that again. I call this one Project Warm Toes. It's a minor thing, but, you know, cold feet when you're working on a boat that's, you know, pretty much 2, 3, 4, up to 10 degrees inside is a bad thing. Ask the shipyard, these guys work out here in all sorts of weather. These are the boots that they use. They happily sold us a couple of pairs. They're, you know, wool lined, steel cap toes, leather, waterproof, fantastic. So we've got some proper work boots now. I think that's important. So we've had a little bit of an issue with the shore power. It disconnected, and in fact, it tripped the entire site. We weren't sure what was going on. Like the whole shipyard went out. They tracked it back while we were away to our boat. They disconnected us and everything was fine. We came back, and yeah, what I found is that the line, the shore power here, you can see it's kinked. I don't know what happened while we were away, but obviously this has been jammed. Here you can actually see it's cut through there. So this has been jammed and caught probably between, I would guess between the edge of the boat and the wall there, if it's moved in a big wind or something like that. But anyway, we're just going to repair that and see if we can get the shore power back on. Fortunately, not a major issue at the moment because we've got the generator working, batteries are at 99%, and we've got a lot of lithium power, so we don't need to stress about it too much, but just a little job to sort out. Okay, that's what happens when you don't pay attention. I cut the wire and I wired it up. It was all like going super smooth, and then I picked it up and yeah, that ain't gonna work. I have to do it again. Oh no. I meant to wire it up to that end, not the one that came off. Anyway, back to it. So we're replacing this toilet. One project was to get in underneath and work out exactly what was under that platform. It turns out that the platform's just there to raise the toilet, which is great because now we can remove the whole thing and put in a full-sized marine head there instead. First snow for us here aboard Delfine. Quite exciting because we're Australian and we don't see snow that often. So yeah, it's going to make the decks pretty slippery though. Another fun project, Simon the carpenter we're working with, he's building the hatch for the staircase, invited me to come and use his workshop, which was fantastic because I needed a decent table saw to cut this board to shape so that we could remake the console, and also testing the wood that we're going to be using for making the new hatch. So that was a fun project this afternoon. And of course 2025 we hope to launch with guests, so it's not just building work. We've been shopping, we've been testing local products that we hope to position and have on the barge for guests. We've started building our website, which is coming along. That's been, you know, a fun exercise. We still need to optimize it for mobile and a few things, but that's getting there. So, you know, there's a lot that we're actually starting to work on beyond the actual, you know, renovation part of it too. So we're excited about Delfine for 2025. Look forward to everyone joining us on this journey. We're loving the project and what's happening. Hope that you're enjoying it too.